what's going on in the background is just me working in the game. I'm just going to tell you about some stuff today. So, I don't know if you guys know, some of you do know about my role-playing clan and all that for Minecraft and society stuff that goes on in the game. And I'm going to tell you how the lore gets written and how it works. So let's just so you know, it's been going on for very many years in different forms, and it all goes together. So first of all, whenever there's a war or an event or an attack on my map, like griefing, it gets written to the lore, if it's major enough. So, what'll happen is someone will remember it, or I'll write it down. Oh, this is crap. And that's how it gets remembered by someone. But what we do have to deal with making it in a format that'll be okay for the lore, you know. Then some people, I don't know, like when you can't just literally, take the crappy Xbox names. So we turn that into a real name or something for it, but we'll still leave it. I mean, that's why we ask major players their names, because players that don't tell us their names in here normally are not going to leave any bit of an impact. And that's just it. We write books and stuff in the game and all that, and have it written down, some of the lore, but how the lore works and what's happened throughout the several years that we've had this map and this clan. The clan's older than the map. Yeah, we're going to tell you, okay, so next, whenever we do that, we also have some special things that become really, iffy in the lore, whenever we're adding new major things. Oh crap, I'm trying to figure out how to get out of here. Whenever we're adding major stuff, right, we usually have people look over it and be like, does this sound, like, crazy or good as an idea, right? So, I don't know, so I noticed none of you, when I did the video saying, like what would be going on, you didn't say anything like what the book was. So we took the idea from the Descent, right, and we thought, well, there's plenty of caves in here, and what about the caves that we've never explored? And that the idea of the subplanet was born. We took ideas from Halo, and whenever we had a major thing, we even took some ideas from just time traveling in general, and we thought, does this sound crazy enough? Like, does this sound too crazy? Does this sound like it could be something that would be written into, like, science fiction, adventure-y stuff? Does this, like, sound okay? But once we get all the major leaders' consent that it's not extremely crazy and would break the lore and somehow and this and that, what we do is we just kind of, we write it in, we make it history, we work on it, we continue on that idea until it becomes just, like, to where it can't be rooted out. It's so deep in there that it's not going to be rooted out. And that's what we do. Now, whenever we got like a rebellion, they sometimes won't tell us anything about why. Sometimes it's just a dick move they're pulling. So you gotta write that into the lore somehow. Greed, I don't know, someone wanted to overthrow me, whatever. Now, whenever you're dealing with a player that's not like wanting to work with you in a war, like when I say work with you, I mean going by the rules and the custom system of what has to be recognized, what's not recognized, so like the basic rules of fighting, which we could go over in the game. Some of it just adds to the roleplay multiplayerness of it, so some of it's not actually wouldn't have to be recognized in real Minecraft. It's just some of it's just added to the lore, right? And when you get players that, I don't know, break this, so like I gave the video of how that kid was doing the dick move and being really douchey, then we don't have to put that in the lore. What we do to root that out is we say that, I don't know, they gave up if they're fighting on one of our maps, right? Like if it's just a rebellion that's like, hey, the state of so-and-so land and the republic of where and where land and the tribe of who and who what, gives up or whatever, they quit, or so-and-so gets killed somehow, or his people overthrow him. But whenever we're fighting on a map that's not ours, well, not mine, and I can't really control how I can't control them when they act like that. What I do, right, is I pretend that they've been supernovaed. So since we pretend it's a space age empire, and every map other than this one is just a new planet, a new system, well, what we do is we just write them out of the story that way. We say that they died on that planet, star supernova. We spawn in a ball of, like, lava, right, like a map that's nothing but lava. I mean, there's some resources under the lava, and that's what we do there. Now, we've had where they'll come back, but that's not very often. What we do is we kind of try to write that into the lore, or since most people don't really care about the lore, or welcome to changing some stuff, right? since that is just iffy. But then we have to rewrite the whole system. And it just screws me over in the long run whenever they do that stuff. But that's why we're going to make it a bunch harder to get into the lore, to become an official, like, historical part of the map. People like Campbell, which was, you know, him, Fire Nukes, he's always going to be in the lore. It's just that he's been written out, so he's completely wrote out of the lore. There's not ever going to be a mention of him again. I mean, we're going to mention him, like as a book or an individual. Don't be like him, is what we're going to say, or he did this and that. We're not going to say that he did anything new. It's just literally knocked out of the lore permanently, forever. Like, he's not going to add any crap. Did that just switch? And he's dead in the lore. People like Shelby, and a few others, you know, are still technically in the lore. Or we also know that there's plenty of other players that have been killed out through the lore of this map and all of its role plays. So that's what I gotta tell you there, guys. That's how it kind of works. If you got any more questions, put it down. If you got any new ideas that we can add, just tell me, guys.